Greetings, everyone. A couple of minutes early tonight. We are, I'm not sure if I'm flying solo or not. Kind of expecting the Canadian Studmuffin to join me. Rob wasn't sure if he's going to make it. I don't think Sam's going to make it, so I might be flying solo. I have invited Jack the Music Guy. So if everybody watches weekly, you'll know that Jack, young guy who's just new, pretty relatively new to the vinyl community, has going to join us tonight. Sorry, I'm just trying to get myself organized here. Be with you guys in 1 second. Hope everyone's had a great week, or 2 weeks actually. We were off last week. Everybody's busy. The summertime's coming up, I guess. What are you going to do? Okay, we are rocking now. And I don't have any Larry Graves yet or anything. 9 people here so far. So let me get to the comments. Where the heck are the comments? There they are there. No one's saying anything, but there's 9 people here. Thank you. I got some very cool stuff. This has been probably the best week I have ever had in my life finding albums and stuff. Oh, here he is. The legend, the man, the myth, Please check your Wi-Fi network. I can't think of any more superlatives. Let's just bring them on. Larry
Hello.
Graves.
That's me.
Wow. How you doing, Larry?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic, man. I'm telling you, I just had the week. It's like I've won the music lottery. All the stuff
I saw that Joe Strummer. It's a box set, is it?
Oh, man. There's 2. There's a 001 box set and a 002. 02 is all the Mescalero stuff.
Yeah.
I asked my wife to get me that for my birthday, which is coming up in June. So I don't have that. And I walk in today and I know the 001 out, and it does have a bit of the Mescalero stuff on it, but not that much. And I saw it at Zap Records today and went, holy crap, man.
Yeah. They had it at a good price.
I got it at a good price, but Larry, I sacrificed something, and you're probably going to fall off your chair if I tell you what I sold.
My Sparks vinyl record.
No. I didn't sell that. That was a beautiful gift you gave me. It's keeping it in my collection. Take a guess. I sold a box set. Which one would I sell?
Caravan.
No way.
No? Okay.
One of your favorites. One of your
Frank
favorites.
Capra one?
No, one of your favorites.
Mr. Cult.
Yeah.
No, Glenn.
I just wasn't playing it.
That breaks my heart, Glenn.
I know. I only play 1 or 2 records out of it. And I'm going to get like 17 albums, and I play like 2 of them. So, I'm not by myself anymore, Zach.
All by himself.
Yeah, don't want to be. Hey, how are you? Travis, I think we're pretty good. Can't join in tonight, but I've returned to the States after my appearance at Northern Revolution's headquarters. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, we watched that video. That was pretty cool, Mike. Yeah. Sorry about the Celtics, too. They choked it up. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, so you're going to do a video on that, I guess, tomorrow?
I am going to do a video on it, but I was going to show it tonight, too, if anybody's interested in seeing it. John's here.
What's up?
John, if you're not walking and talking and you're sitting stationary somewhere and can join us and contribute positively to the discussion, you're more than welcome to let me know if you want to come up. It's kind of I've invited young Jack Gopp to join us tonight. Jack, the music guy.
So you'll have 2 young guys on this live chat.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to ask him some questions on how he got interested in music and how he got into classic rock as a 17-year-old kid.
Yeah. What is he into mainly?
He's into everything, man. He loves Yes. He loves everything. He's really got some Zappa. I know you're a positive fellow. You want to come up? Okay. And I got something else, Larry, too. 2 days before it's released. If I told anybody where I got it, so don't mention anything if you think. I don't even want you guessing because I'll get somebody in trouble. The new Bob Dylan comes on Friday. It's called Shadow Kingdom. This is a live thing. A couple of years ago on his 80th birthday, he did a show that you had to pay $25 and watch it online.
Mm.
And it is so freaking good. I got the vinyl and I got the CD.
Nice.
Man. That was the exciting part of the day. There's Joe.
There it is. So what all is in it? It's vinyl, is it?
It's oh my God. Okay, so you open it up and that's what you get.
Yep.
You get Joe. And in here, there is a 45, a giant 45 of
cool.
It's just got a song on one side, I think. Yeah, the other side's blank, and it's U.S. North. It's called. I don't know. U.S. North. Written by Joe Strummer and Nick Jones. So you get that. You get a triple album set of the whole box set on vinyl.
Nice. So that's like his solo stuff after
solo stuff, yeah. After the Clash, and then you get a cool little envelope here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It says, "Please do not bend, Larry." So I'm not going to bend it.
Don't bend it.
And it's got everything stuck in it. It's got lyrics, handwritten lyrics.
Yeah, cool.
Typed lyrics sheet. It's got Joe Strummer's driver's license, Larry, in California.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? It's even got his real name on it, John Mellon or whatever his name is, Miller.
It's cool.
And then you got a 45.
Yeah.
And you get all these stickers.
Yep.
To put on your wife's forehead.
Yep.
You get a couple of drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Cool. You get the picture. That picture there is kind of famous.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then you get this little thing to put on your hat or whatever. It's like a little like steel. Where the frick is it? It's like a little steel pin.
Wow.
You get that. Cool stuff. You get a cassette, which hasn't been opened yet.
Huh.
And you get the same thing in CDs.
Wow.
Comes in a book. Nice book.
Yeah.
The CDs are in the back there. There's 2.
Yeah. So when did this come out?
I think this came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But this isn't new. And then the book's got all kinds of stuff in here. I could hold it up so you could scan it if you like.
Yeah.
Just all
I'll bring my scanner over later.
Yeah, pictures and lyrics and stuff like that. But man, I was really excited when I saw this. So it was it sells for a couple $100, I think, normally.
Yeah.
And I bought it's out of print, I think, but I traded in. I got like I put $100 cash into it.
Yeah.
So pretty excited. I got to get caught up here. There's
Yeah.
people. John's waiting on his barbecue. Hey guys, hi Henry.
Hello, Henry.
Mike Miller heard Phil McCracken might show up tonight.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah. Hello again, gentlemen. Jazzy Pando Husky. I love that Jack Johnson you showed in your video, Glenn. Jack Johnson.
Yeah, Miles Davis.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's great. Hello, everyone. I thought he was
Hello,
talking about
Briar.
Jack Johnson, that wimpy singer. Hello, everyone. Hi, Briar. Larry, thank you for showing me how to shoplift at Walmart.
You're welcome.
Hey, good Canadian kids. Hey, Dan. I'm caught up. So what are you up to, Larry?
Nothing. It's been kind of boring.
Are you still coming over tomorrow?
What time tomorrow?
I don't know, 1 o'clock?
I think I'm good. I'll let you know tomorrow morning.
Okay. Is that not the good time, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're going out in the morning. That's the only thing.
Yep. Well, I was going to show up at 8 in the morning. Like
8 in the morning?
8 in the morning.
If it's easier, I could come to your place.
No. I'll go there. And you still have that webcam you want me to set up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I want you to do that. And I can give you back your David Bowie movie.
And I can give you back. Well, you should watch it, Glenn.
Well, you know what happened? After you gave it to me and I couldn't get a DVD player to work in here, Amazon Prime is showing it now.
Oh, okay.
So I watched it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So I didn't have to.
So what did you think of it?
It's kind of different, eh?
Yeah.
How do you describe it?
I enjoyed the last half more than the first half.
Yeah. It's almost
first
like
half was kind of all chaotic.
It's almost like a music video. I don't know how to describe it. It was
I think
a video collage.
Yeah. I think I would have preferred like just an ordinary documentary, right?
Yeah, me too. I loved it. Yeah. But I guess there's enough of those.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Oh, you've got a Bob Dylan question from Cardboard Head Guy.
Okay. And Marcia's joined us tonight.
Cool.
How are things in Orlando, Florida? Favorite Bob Dylan double album, Blonde on Blonde by a million miles. Is Going Out for Breakfast underrated? No, it's not. I love my breakfast. If we're talking to Americans, we say, hey, female and eggs. They don't know what the hell we're talking about. Why am I so entertained by you talking about nothing?
We have nothing to say.
Yeah, we're going to do this for 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're just going to go, nothing happening. Anything happening yet?
Not yet. But Glenn and I are going to start up our CD exchange for a bit. But the thing is, we're going to give it it's going to be better with a 2-week gap, right?
I think so.
More time. Plus, I was saying I'm going to miss the CDs. The CDs I'm going to give you, I'll give you the CDs because of your CD player. But if you don't want to give me your CD, I can just listen on Spotify. I don't care.
Okay, we'll.
Yeah, you can figure that out.
I might give you a couple of them, but there might be a couple I don't want to give up.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to challenge you, Larry, tomorrow.
Yeah, I like to be challenged with music.
You are going to be challenged, like
just not bluegrass, Glenn.
You're going to get a migraine. No, I'm not giving you any bluegrass.
Nothing with banjo.
That's terrible. All's good in Orlando today. Beautiful. Marcia, I'm coming to Orlando in end of August. Hope we go to that record show. Good evening, Larry and Glenn, and everyone. The Music Sanctuary. Roy Good. Joe Strummer has quite an unusual history. He was born in Turkey. Yes, his dad was a diplomat. He was born in Turkey. He lived in a boarding school. His brother committed suicide and went into the music because of his love for the Beach Boys. Yeah. I'm reading a book on him right now. It's actually pretty interesting. Is that Joe Strummer box on Dark Horse Records? No. I don't believe this is on Dark Horse Records. Looking forward to the CD exchange. I've always enjoyed those videos. Yeah, we are. We're looking forward to doing them again. I miss them.
Do you have 5 in mind already?
I do. I already got them picked out. Yep. Yep. So even if we know the album, we're still going to do
It doesn't matter.
Do a review. Yeah, we're not going to refuse anything. Just you pick the 5 you want me to listen to.
Well, maybe have I don't know, maybe have an extra one for some reason ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or it's or if you're really familiar with it, there's no point in
that's true.
Doing it, right? But if you heard it once or twice or 3 times.
It was 88 degrees here today.
That's hot.
Where are you, Bob? It was hot here today.
Yeah.
I made a playlist of your past CD exchanges. Oh, that's cool. You should. Have you guys had good luck buying CDs at Value Village over the years? Really poor luck. Like I'd find 1 or 2 maybe, and it would never be anything good. But I went last week and I bought 6. Somebody traded in a whole bunch of like good rock and stuff like that. There was Tom Waits stuff there. There was just all kinds of cool stuff, and I picked up like 6 CDs. I've never picked up that many before.
You kind of wonder why they wouldn't just take it to like Chumley's, right?
Yeah.
Instead of kind of giving it to Value Village.
Yeah. Well, I was happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I completed my Doors collection on CD, Larry, except for the stupid ones I don't have, but the regular studio Doors albums with Jim. I didn't have LA Woman on CD, so I picked that up at Chumley's for like $5.
Cool.
New Hampshire. Does anybody live in Old Hampshire, or just it's just new? That wasn't a very good joke.
No. Nobody's laughing.
Let's go back to doing nothing. That's more entertaining.
I met the guy who is running the Orlando show in August.
Oh, cool. Does that do anything for you, John? Does that get us in for free? I used to find blues, jazz, rock, metal, prog, you name it, at Value Village.
Cool. Wow.
Well, it seems like every time we go in there, there's already somebody looking.
Oh, that bugs me.
Oh.
Like, I'll go to the vinyl section, right? And there's like a couple standing there.
Oh.
And you don't want to, you can't get in there, right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing else I want to really look at. So I'm waiting like half an hour.
And the CDs, they got at an end of an aisle, so they've got it so only one person can stand there and look at a time. Oh, drives me nuts. At this point, I'm planning on going to the Orlando Record Show. Yeah, I'm hoping if John goes and I go and you go, Marsha, we can meet up and have some lunch or something. It'd be kind of cool. Wow. You haven't been picking up anything, Larry?
No, just the new Sparks album.
How is it? I saw your first review of it and everything, but how many times have you listened through now?
I've listened over probably 12 times.
Wow.
And it's in my top 5 Sparks albums.
Are you you're not getting bored with it at all? It's still getting better and better?
Yep.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah, they were kind of like the Beatles for me. There's certain bands you can listen to over and over and over, and that would be a good video, right? Like 10 artists that you never really get tired of listening to. Are there some that you don't get tired of?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't.
Like funny. Bob Dylan, you don't get tired of listening.
No, I don't.
To him, right? Yeah.
But it's funny, who I don't know if it's I get tired of it or I just do it in spurts, and I'm not sure why. It's the Beatles. Like sometimes, really? I'll just get a Beatles mood, and I listen to the Beatles nonstop for days, and then I don't listen to them for like a month.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're like that.
Yeah, there's times I don't listen to them for a few weeks.
Yeah, it's
because you know
her
the
chord,
album
you
so
think, or
well. Yeah.
I don't know. I find I get on a kick. I'm getting well. You and I both have this issue with being
Yeah,
obsessed, I think.
being obsessed with the latest thing. Like like with Paul Weller, it's like, oh my God, I love this, so I got to get
Yeah,
everything by him, right?
yeah. Like I've gone from having a Clash comp, the Essential
Yeah,
Clash, to having all their studio albums, a box set,
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
Joe Strummer box set, Joe Strummer CDs.
yeah.
It's friggin' nuts. Not sure the term violent community is suitable. Well, it was called the violent community long before I got involved, so I don't think I'm the one who's going to be changing it. But I agree with you. Music community sounds good.
Yeah.
I think Larry's been doing this for so long now. He preceded the vinyl community by
Yeah.
years, so I don't even know if you like being associated with that term or not.
I I don't take it seriously. Like
Yeah,
it's just nothing.
it's just a term to,
Yeah.
I guess, kind of. It's such a
But
loosely based thing.
I'm sure a lot of people in the vinyl community have a lot of CDs too.
Yeah, exactly. There is that one annoying guy who goes to Valley Village every day for hours and uses his nose and everything. Yeah,
That's Glenn.
that's me. I go like once a week.
Yeah.
Dan,
Man,
Dan. Good evening, Grants.
Rock Warehouse.
Rock Warehouse is hard to say 3 times fast. I never get tired of hearing Supertramp. I've been on a real Supertramp kick lately. I've been listening like a ton of Supertramp. I just bought Tom Petty, Damn the Torpedoes on vinyl, and the jacket and record are pristine, like never played, and still has the new cardboard smell, and it's an OG Canadian pressing. Very cool. Here's the ones John never gets tired of. Dylan, Billy Joel, the Beatles, Clapton, Petty, Elton John, Springsteen, Sheryl Crow, Zeppelin, Ray Charles. I could kind of get sick of Clapton a little bit. Elton John, I really get sick of.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I have a lot of respect for him, and I have a lot of his early albums, but I could get bored pretty fast listening to Elton.
Yeah.
You're not
You're
cool
not
unless you say
cool unless
VC.
yeah,
Yes.
don't say vinyl
Yeah,
community.
don't say yeah.
That's nerdy to say.
Just watch Glenn's video, What to Listen to If You Are Tired of Classic Rock. May I suggest one of the albums on Larry's background wall? Yeah, that's a good idea. Larry could do a video of that.
Fine music. Hi, hi, hi. No,
I'm
we're
going
not.
to get high, high,
Hi,
high.
hi.
One of my favorite McCartney songs. Grant! Dan! I showed my Howard Jones CD box set on Rachel's channel today. A risky move going on Rachel's channel or
Yeah,
showing
it's
the
just
Howard Jones
going
box
on
set?
her channel.
Yeah. I know you don't, Roy. You keep telling me to listen to Family, and I'm trying to remember if I've listened yet. I don't think I have.
Yeah,
He's,
I've heard of them quite a bit. I've never listened to them though.
Rick
They're
Gretsch,
pretty
who's,
well kind of
yeah,
respected and from the early 70s.
that was Rick Gretsch's band, right before he
I
joined
think
Blind
so,
Faith.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. My nephew Jack emailed me today. He wants to go see that Steve Hackett concert at Massey Hall. There's still tickets left,
Cool.
so we're going to look into that.
So what is he playing there? Do you know? Like what
It's
album?
in October.
No, but what is he playing? I know he's playing Genesis.
I'm not
Genesis.
sure what he's doing on
What
this
album
tour.
is
If
he
he's
doing?
doing an album or
He usually does a Genesis album.
oh, no, Rachel is great, but sharing
Yeah.
CDs is risky. I know Rachel has a lot of CDs, but and Mazzy likes CDs. I don't know who'd be slamming you on that, but Rachel is great. We love Rachel. We're just teasing. I had a hankering last night to listen to Live Cream, and it's even better than I remembered. They slayed everything before they recorded Disraeli years. Yeah. I really liked the live when they got back together at that Royal Albert Hall. I think that's a really good performance,
You
but
mean
it's
where
not as
Sparks just played for 2 nights in a row, sold out both nights?
yeah, that place.
Yeah.
Drowned in Wine, the one to hear from family. Larry, we got to listen to that.
Okay.
Engelbert and Dolly rocking Larry's back wall.
Yeah.
I think Dolly's got a new album out. I saw it on the charts today. Some chart
Yeah.
they showed.
Yeah. It's a rock album.
Oh, that's that rock album, is it? Oh.
Yes.
Mazzy was at that
Yeah, he was.
Cream. Yeah, he was at that Cream Reunion show. Yeah. Do you guys know the band like Man, Stray, Stray Dog? Man, we do know.
Yep. I love Man.
Yeah, Man's pretty good. You gave me that box set,
Yep.
that 5 album thing of Man. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, Mazzy was at that show.
Yep.
Mazzy was at that, and he was at the
Mazzy was at every show.
George, and he was at the Last Waltz. 3 pretty incredible shows. Drowning Wines on a Song for Me album. You guys are family experts. What else? While we're sitting here, I brought my because I was so excited. I had such a great week, and I know I've shown all this stuff on my channel, but some of this is just so good. This freaking like that Stones set
Yeah.
for $15.
Wow. Yeah.
It's incredible. It's all B-sides and stuff too. Like it's really
Yep.
interesting comp.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
And I think it starts with their very first
Yeah,
single,
come on.
Chuck Berry. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Clash on Broadway, which I haven't even listened to yet.
Yeah.
That's pretty much got a lot of stuff on here.
Yep.
Do you like their version I Fought the Law?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You haven't heard that yet?
I haven't listened to it yet. I'm going to be doing that. They have the Man original album series set at half price books for $14. That's pretty good. It's a good set. If you don't have it, I strongly suggest picking it up.
You should.
Yeah, you should grab it. There's some good stuff on there. Seen the band Stray more than any other band back in the late 60s. Was anybody in Stray that we should know, Roy? Men had a carousel for lineups. The only constant was Mickey Jones.
Yeah.
Now that has nothing to do with
Nope.
Mick Jones.
No.
Grab it, Grant, for $14. Dan saying, grab it. What show hasn't Mazzy attended? He never saw Jimi Hendrix. I did.
Yep.
Na 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 na. I have that Stone set on CD. Love it. Yeah, me too. Well, now I do. I have Dolly Parton CD, Halos and Horns. She does a great version of Stairway to Heaven. I should listen to it on Spotify and see how it is. That's got to be interesting. I'll go get it tomorrow.
Yeah, my favorite album on that is Rhinos, Winos, and Lunatics. It's really good.
Just got off work. Hey, boys. Hey, Rob. There's a kid. I bet you Rob's a Kiss fan. Just guessing. Do you guys collect bootlegs, and what do you think of bootlegs?
Not really.
No. They have to be good sound quality. Like I don't like bootlegs that don't sound like official recordings. If they just sound like crap, I can't listen. I bought what Spirit album? It was the recent reissue they did of 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonagus, and they put a second album live at the Fillmore or something in with it.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds horrible. Like you can't even listen to it. I don't know why they would even do that. Beatles members' solo careers. I've already listened to Paul's. Wow, right through? That's a lot of listening. Just doing Paul's
with Ringo.
Yeah, lifetime. Maybe, being I saw Man at the Roundhouse, London when John Cipollina played with them in the 70s. Oh, from Quicksilver.
Yep.
Good evening, guys, from Montreal. Bonjour. Habs suck. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? Glenn, if you ever see the Ted Knight record, grab it. He does a song, I'm in Love with Barbara Walters. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? I couldn't get that. So, you put a post on the Hoffman sites about your interview with Mark Farner.
Yep.
Another guy posted another interview with Mark Farner. Did you watch it?
No.
Should
There's
watch-
quite a few on YouTube that I've already seen.
Oh, I didn't know the story of Terry Knight getting stabbed to death by his. Did you know that story?
Getting stabbed.
He got stabbed to death.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And that Mark had kind of forgiven him before
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. I know all those stories. Yeah.
Yeah, his daughter's boyfriend or something.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
that's scary stuff. I think that Strummer box set has Tennessee Rain, a great Irish folk song that I never guessed was written by him. Tennessee Rain. It does have Tennessee Rain. Yeah, it's the fourth song on the album. You know what's great is his like on Streetcore, you get that version of Redemption song that he does, but on here you get the duet with Johnny Cash.
Mm.
Oh, it sounds fantastic. It's so much better. Never tire. Dead can dance.
Dead can dance.
You know, the only reason I know them is because, do you remember the Steven Wilson album, Hand Cannot Erase? There's a song when that, it's kind of the talk, and something they talk about, I had a friend for so many years, and she used to come stay with me, and she introduced me to some bands, and Dead Can't Dance is one of the bands that he mentions in that. Beatles 6 has me considering it the perfect rock and roll album by them. Yeah, that's a great record. That's, as a North American record, it's really good. I agree. I like the cover too.
Yeah.
Come on, folks, don't give up on us now.
Yeah, because we're boring.
We're quiet
tired.
tonight. Not much going on. We're going to be going to bed early tonight.
Hey,
Jack,
Glenn and Larry,
he's here.
Jack
Okay,
the
now we
Music
get to
Guy.
interview Jack. Jack, I'm going to put a link up for you. Now we get to interview the young guy. He can take over the show.
And I can leave early.
Okay, there you are, Jack. Click on that link, and we will let you in. And we're going to drill.
You guys start drinking now.
I'm not going to drill you. We're going to grill you. Do we know Find Music? Can he join us?
Yep.
Come on up with us then. I just put a link up. Who's Find Music? Which guy's that?
You'll know him when you see him.
Is that the guy who's been coming on with you?
Yeah.
What's his name? I'm sorry.
Steve, or I don't know. I forget.
Yeah, come on up with us. It's a free for all tonight. I don't see anybody.
I like the next comment.
I don't have anything important to say other than you guys are the greatest.
Thank you.
Which one's greater though? Like we can't.
Which one's greater?
Yeah.
Not that we're in competition.
Yeah. I never get tired of the Beatles, Bare Naked Ladies, Herman's Hermits, or the Monkees. Wow. Is cottage country the best Ontario has to offer? I don't know. We have a great cottage country, but there's a lot of cool stuff.
It's Alex.
There he is.
There he is.
Jack, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
That's good. You got your grocery shopping out of the way?
I did, finally.
Any sales that we should know about?
Pretty expensive, honestly.
What's your go-to? What do you got to get every week when you go to the grocery store? It's like a bag of chips or something. Is there something that just?
Yeah, or like a soda, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I see that you've got really cool albums behind you too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this
I'm
one.
going to put this up. What happened?
I don't know.
Man,
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. Something happened. Show. My banners died on me.
Glenn,
Saw
you
that for
just
a
don't
second.
know what you're doing.
I don't.
I'll come over and help you.
My banner died. I was going to tell everybody to. There we go. Okay, find music. Sorry, I don't. First name is Steve.
Fred,
Fred.
Gary,
Doug.
Doug,
Doug.
Don.
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 I told
Thanks,
you it was Don.
Sorry about that, buddy. So Don, Jack. So I invited Jack on tonight. First of all, he's pretty cool dude, and I love watching his channel and watching what he's into. And I thought it would be really interesting. I want to pick the mind of a 17-year-old. You're 17, right?
Yeah. For 4 more months.
Can I just ask you a few questions? Like, what motivated you to get into music at start? Like, was there somebody in your family that got you into it, or?
It was like one of my friends. We were playing Monopoly, and then he had like a playlist he had, and a bunch of old songs, and then I found Shout, and I was like, wow, what is that? And then that started it all.
Oh, cool. So, but I hear you talk about like your grandfather. Sometimes I think you said your grandfather was a Sabbath fan or something.
Yeah.
So, did your family have a kind of a bit of a role in your development?
Not really. Honestly, they're mostly like they like this music from this nowadays.
Oh, wow.
Basically, what my mom does. So yeah,
Yeah.
and all my sisters and stuff.
And you're still waiting to get a turntable, right? You're buying records, but you don't have a turntable yet.
Yeah. Yep. Still need to get
Very
that.
cool. Are you interested in getting like a stereo system with speakers there? Or are you just going to get like a Crosley, one of those like little Crosley things, or?
Yeah, for now I'm just gonna get like one of the briefcase ones.
Yeah.
You see? Those ones to start off with.
Yep.
Yeah, that works. My daughter just got one of those actually.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool. And you can put extension speakers on them and stuff like that too if you want to enhance the sound, I think. Yeah. So who was the first band that you got into?
Probably Foreigner.
Foreigner.
Yeah. I heard what's that? I want to know what love is, and I just fell in love with that.
I actually like that song. That's
Yeah.
great vocal performance.
Yeah, I listened to that like daily, that song.
Yeah.
Before I got into like albums and stuff.
That's pretty cool. That was a great video, and it used to be on MTV like constantly. That freaking song he's playing with the gospel choir behind him and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. And who else after Foreigner? Where did you go next?
I think it was Tears for Fears. My friend started listening to. We didn't know what albums were yet. We just knew like the songs, and then he like started to go to dig deeper. So he found like the Tears for Fears. So we did them. We started listening to them.
So do you kind of have to go on this musical journey with a buddy then? Is that the idea? Like this guy and you're both kind of trading stuff back and forth?
Yeah. He just turned 17. He was 16.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool that you guys are into that stuff. So who first got into the Beatles?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I first listened to Beatles, I didn't really care for them. I liked their hits, and then that's it.
And how are you now?
So and then after he's like you got to listen to him again. So he told me to listen to him again in the summer. So then I was waiting, and I saw the documentary came out for Let It Be.
Yeah.
Or Get Back, I mean. And I watched that. I fell in love right away. I like. So now I listened to all of them. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So I bought every album.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I still don't have Beatles for sale though. That's the one I need to get.
You got to get. That's the only one you don't have.
Yeah. I can't find it anywhere where I'm at, but.
Really? You can't find it used anywhere?
No, there's like a vintage stock. That's what we have here in the States. and I can't find that, so they're not in there at all.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
weird. Do you have? So you're in? Are you in Kansas City or St. Louis?
yeah, Kansas City area, yeah, Missouri.
And there's not a
Yep.
lot of record stores there, or
There is in Kansas City, but I can't get to those yet.
yeah?
But yeah, so I just stick around to Vintage Stock, which is like a movie and trading company.
Oh,
That's what that
okay.
is. Yeah.
How come you don't go to the other stores?
Uh, I wanna do that whenever I get like a car, but I don't have one yet, so I can't go.
Oh, like
Yeah,
Granddad won't take you over?
he's in Maryland.
Oh, what about your
Yeah.
mom and dad?
Um, they're pretty busy,
Yeah?
which is pretty sad. But yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
You should. So you're in Kansas City. You know you need to make friends with Randall Nelson. Are you in
yeah.
Randy?
I checked up his YouTube channel like 2 days ago. I
Randy will
never
take.
saw him
I'm going to
before.
tell Randy to contact you and take you to the record stores.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Wow. So anything cool going on you want to talk about, or that you want to talk about what you're into right now, or
I could talk about the last band I listened to, which because of Larry the Sparks. I listened
there
to
you
them.
go.
Yep.
The new Sparks or any what Sparks were you listening
Uh,
to?
I listened to all their albums
Wow.
from start. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I like to do with all the bands. To start from their first album. And so yeah,
Was there a
and
particular song or album that you liked?
Propaganda. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
And then Indiscreet. That's another good one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
Have you heard the
Yep.
new album?
Yes.
And
I wasn't too much of a fan.
no, you didn't like it that
Sadly.
much?
No. I the Propaganda sounds a lot different than what their other ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. They have
Yeah.
they have all kinds of different
Yeah, they have
genres that they do.
yeah, a lot of different genres.
That's
Whenever I
pretty
listen to Little Beethoven, that first
Yeah.
song on there, this Rhythm Stealer or whatever that's called.
Yep.
I like that song.
Yep.
That's a good one.
That's cool. All these young people, hey Glenn,
Yeah, it is
they're
cool.
keeping rock and roll alive, right, Don?
Yeah.
It's good.
For us old guys.
Yeah,
And the new band I'm starting right now is Led Zeppelin.
I've heard of them.
yeah.
They're pretty
They had
good.
a couple. Yeah, they had a couple of songs.
Yeah, I listened to their first album and I loved it.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
awesome. So now I'm not gonna do their second one, but
And you hadn't
Yeah,
really
it's
listened to the Zeppelin at all before?
no, I thought I knew what's that song? The first song on the Led Zeppelin one. I thought I knew that
Good
one.
times,
Times,
bad
times.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I knew that one. I didn't know it, but I
Wow.
didn't. I think I did know "Dazed and Confused." That's an amazing song.
Yeah.
I like that.
Wow, that's very cool. And how far are you into the Zeppelin catalog now?
Just the first one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna save the second one. For
Oh, you
tomorrow.
you got a great journey ahead of you, man. There's some great
Yeah.
albums there. Wow.
I read on Wikipedia about all their history and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
That's
read
so
that one of the people they rented down a bunch of hotel rooms, and then one of them rode a motorcycle in them.
Oh yeah, John Bonham. He was
Yeah.
Well, him and Keith Moon. They were all those the crazy drummers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Glenn and Larry. Long time no talk. Hope you're both doing well. Hey, Alex. I think we are both doing well. Do you guys like John Lennon Cold Turkey? And did you hear it could be a potential Beatles single? How is that true?
It's true.
Is it? Yeah.
What are they going to do?
Oh wow.
Don, what are they going to do to it?
Well, I mean, at that time, right, John was firmly in the Beatles,
Yeah.
but he had songs that he didn't have the patience to bring the Beatles into.
Yeah. But are they
Right.
saying that Paul's going to doctor it now and work on it and become?
Oh, no.
So what? How is?
No,
Oh,
back
it
then
could
it
have-
was going to be
Back
a
in the day,
single.
Glenn.
Oh, back in
Back
the
then,
day,
but
thought-
it got
I thought you
vetoed
meant
back
they
in
were
the day in
redoing it or
60
something.
what?
Well, that would have been weird. Okay, yeah, that's true. John, that
Mhm.
came out when he was still a Beatle.
Mhm.
Where have you been hiding, Alex? Do you guys remember Les Dudek? Yeah,
Guitarist, yeah.
guitarist. Yeah. Stray were the first band I saw that had a great light show and used dry ice to great effect. Unusual for 68, 69. Larry
Stray,
Glenn has
great
a better
band.
basement. Yeah, well, you've never seen Larry's real house. He has a beautiful base. He has a palace, and he has a beautiful home. Him and Molly, you see it in that video they did, the parody on the Prince and Princess there.
Oh, yeah.
That's Larry's real home. Jack representing us young guys in the vinyl community. Yes.
Hey.
And representing you well. Family, I'd start with Fearless and Bandstand as they both. Oh, John Wenton. Okay. That's interesting. Is Grant still around, or did he run up to buy the man clutch? All the world stage living is weird when life gets in the way. That sounds like a name of an album or something. Are you guys the new Hamilton, Joe Franken Reynolds?
Yeah.
No, we're Daisy, Dozy, Beak, and Titch or whatever. Never those guys. Hi, Jack. Really enjoyed your latest video. Great pickups. Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
What records do you have, Jack?
I like vinyls.
Just give us your top. What are your top 10 favorite albums, or top 5 favorite albums, or ones you can just think of at the top of your head that you're.
The White Album, Paranoid. Man, I can't think of anything. That's all I think of right now.
Are they albums on the back? Are they record
Yeah.
covers on the
those
back
are-
wall, or they're
They're actual records.
okay. Cold Turkey was a single for Lennon and a hit in the UK in 1970. Yeah, absolutely. It was a hit here too.
I think that's a pretty good song.
Larry, you being the UFO, do you have to get Paul Chapman's band Lone Star before you replace Schenker? Are you aware of those, Larry?
Nope, never heard of them.
Make notes.
Lone Star.
I Want to Know What Love Is one of the great power ballads. I agree. I busted Jack today. He normally responds to me in the morning, but now that school is out of session, he didn't get back to me until noon. Is he trying to accuse you of sleeping in?
I did sleep in.
Need to break into Larry's house to lift that album. There you go, Larry.
Yeah.
Sparks are so good. Hello from Kentucky. Hope all is well. Oh, see,
It's Randall.
it's Randall Nelson. Everything's going good. What are you doing in Kentucky? Hey, Randy, when you get home, I'm sending you Jack's email address, and you're taking Jack to a record store. Sorry to arrange that for
And
you.
you're going to buy him some records.
It's a done deal. You guys ever cut grass and babysit for record money? I used to steal records. I didn't do a very good job.
What a shocker, Glenn.
I was a bad record thief.
I was the record dealer at my school. I would buy records, tape them, and sell them to my friends,
Oh, really?
so I could get more records.
That's
Tape
funny.
them, sell them to my friends. Vicious cycle.
Has Jack got into Pink Floyd?
Yes. Yeah, my favorite album by them is "Wish You Were Here," and I do like the later stuff after, not the Final Cut, but all the other stuff, like Division
Do you
Bell.
like the early albums, or like Dark
No.
Side on, or the early stuff?
Obscured by Clouds. I like metal.
Roger
Obscured by
Waters
Clouds.
has a new album out that just came out. It's coming out on Friday, and a friend of mine heard it
Oh, wow.
and said it's really freaking good. He remakes some of the songs. Like, I think he does some stuff from The Wall. He does Comfortably Numb, and he does Mother and a few others. But he said it's really good.
I heard that too from somebody else.
Yeah, so I might give it a listen. I think songs like Well, 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 and I found out from Lennon early forms of punk music. Yeah, kind of angry. Yeah. And I think when I'm reading up so much on Joe Strummer and that now, that I think one of the things he did, like that, their big thing was putting down all the classic rock bands. And I think he said, they hate the Beatles and all these bands, but he said not John Lennon though. John Lennon's cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah, that's a great album.
I love this album.
Oh, fantastic. Cream, yes. Have you
Yeah, I
listened to
still need
Cream
to listen
yet?
to them. No, I saw they had barely any albums. But I do need to get up there.
Yeah, they're a great band too. I got busted at Wilco stealing a BTO tape. I got busted at Simpsons stealing a Monkeys album. So I should be home on Saturday. Is Jack from Kansas City? Yes, he is, Randall.
Oh yeah.
How do you explain to Randy where you live in Kansas City? Is like there are certain neighborhoods, or what do they call it? What?
It's just like a metro area. It's like a large area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like
they
30
don't have
minutes away
different
from.
sections or anything. This is called like the barrio, and this is called something else, or they don't
They
split
might.
it up.
Maybe.
How many people live in Kansas City? Do you know what the population is? Is it a big city?
Like 500,000. Yeah.
Well, that's
pretty
not very
big.
big.
Oh yeah, it's pretty big though.
The Pink Fairies
Probably
must
not.
be
Let me look it up.
the Pink Fairies must be mentioned here, and they just have been.
Yep.
I cut many lawns to go to the PX and buy Sergeant Pepper. He has good taste. I always thought Dark Side of the Moon is overplayed. Well, only if you overplay it, Roy.
Yeah, I never overplayed it.
I
think
know,
it's great.
Yeah, there's 500,000 in Kansas City.
Herman's Hermits versus Jerry and the Pacemakers. Who wins?
Neither.
Oh, really? You don't like either band?
Hmm?
You don't like either of those?
No.
Really?
I don't
never
care
heard of
what they say. I don't stay.
I think I like Jerry and the Pacemakers better. Jerome, good evening, everyone. We're caught up. Don, what are you up to these days? Talk to us.
Hey, I have a channel called Find Music, and I'm always looking for music I don't know. So YouTube has been a great algorithm to find a whole lot of music in the world that people just don't even have an idea about normally.
It's incredible.
Mhm.
You get turned on, and especially viewers' comments. Like I've been doing these last couple of videos about, picking, a group of albums to introduce somebody to classic rock, and then did the opposite today if you want to get away from classic rock. And the list that people are giving me.
Yeah, I give you a baker's dozen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me help you on this one. There's a band from Toronto, Canada called Cargo. Ever heard of them?
No.
No, yeah.
Cargo.
Apparently, you can buy their record online, if somebody's selling their vinyl copy for $650. It's extremely rare.
Well, let me write that down.
Cargo.
Oh, is this
Picking that up?
Now, is this a
Cargo.
current band or is this an older
No,
band?
from 1970.
1970, Cargo.
Cargo.
Wow. There's a few
Toronto,
bands
Canada.
like that in Canada that were really rare and had one album. There's one from Montreal. It's like a $600 or $700 album too. I can't remember the name of the band. That's wow. Oh, look!
I think Jack went to get the Cargo vinyl record he had.
Yeah, they'll sell it to you for $450.
That's
The Beatles in Kansas City on Beatles for Sale. Yes, they do.
Yes, I like that song.
Herman's Hermits for me. My fave song is "No Milk Today." I like the first hit into Something Good. That's my favorite Herman's Hermits.
Hey, Glenn, can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you listen to this album yet?
Yes, that's That's the one, Elemental. That's a really good record.
I know, right? This is amazing.
I didn't even know that existed.
Oh wow!
And then I read up about it. That's only the one guy, right? The other guy had left the band.
Maybe.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
I did not.
Yeah. I forget their names in the band, but the one guy left, and he made the album Under the Tears for Fears, and it's a really good record.
Did you like Cold? That song?
Who?
Cold. The second song.
I can't remember the songs, but yeah, I've only listened to it through once, so I don't know, familiar with the actual names of the songs or anything. But
is the guy's name Roy Orzabal? Is that his name?
Yeah. Yep, that's his name.
The metro area for Kansas City is 2.4 million.
Yeah, there you go.
No Toronto, but not bad. Yeah. Well, Toronto's one of the largest cities in North America now. I think it's even larger than Chicago now.
Oh wow.
I put Topographic Oceans on my newbie classic rock list. What a dick move. The Kings. Switch into who was the band that did Switch into Glide? Was that the King? No. Remember that song?
I remember the song, yeah.
Twink, the drummer for the Pink Fairies, lives in North Vancouver. Glenn, what's the difference with your new CD player and your old one? My old one was an Oppo player. It was a universal player that played every different format of disc, like Blu-ray audio, DVD audio, super audio, and regular CD audio. And I felt that it was lacking in performance on playing regular CDs. I just didn't think I was getting the best bang for the buck, although it sounded good. And then I decided that I would just take the plunge and hope I was right. And I was right.
And I've heard Glenn's CD player, and it is amazing.
It sounds. I'm so happy I did it. Yeah. Kurt Smith was one who left Tears for Fears. Yeah. Peter Noon from Herman's Hermit still sings on stage very often. Is still popular. Yep. Yeah. People are fleeing from Chicago as we speak. They're ducking too, I think, in certain neighborhoods. The Byrds versus Tom Petty. Who you got? Guys? You got to pick one.
You already know what I want. I'm not a big Tom Petty fan.
Tom Petty.
Petty all the way.
Yeah, I think Petty because the Byrds discography is a little all over the place. Like the stuff that's good is brilliant, and then there's stuff that's crap. But Tom Petty's, I think,
songwriter,
pretty good stuff all the way through. Love the albums on your wall there, young fella. Yours are nice too, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the one. Switching to Glide, the Kings. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
The beat goes on, switching to Glide. I just got a moving coil cartridge on my turntable. It's supposed to sound worlds better. It is supposed to sound worlds better. I had one years ago I had a really nice turntable. I can't remember what it was. Not a Lin, but something like that. I'm going back to the 80s. And a buddy of mine had an extra moving coil cartridge, and we put it on, and it really made a difference. So I can vote for the same one. He gave me the same one. Yes.
That was amazing. What a gift.
Yeah. Did you get the Porsche yet? I had a guy driving a new Porsche down for you too, Steve. I hope it got there. Tom Petty, yeah. Jack needs some Van Morrison and The Who.
Yes, I love The Who. I haven't heard of Van Morrison yet.
Van Morrison.
I do know one song, Pretty Brown Eyed Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Isn't it funny that Randy mentions his two favorite artists, Van Morrison and if you take Jack shopping, Randy, you can introduce him. Tom Petty has my vote. Going to see Tears for Fears in 3 weeks. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I saw they're going live. Yeah.
I still love that new album they put out last year. It's really good. It still stands up. Phoenix.
Yeah, that's a good album.
4.7 million. Phoenix is a weird city. I was there 2014, 2008 maybe. I can't remember. Anyway, it was 10 years ago or something. And we ended up getting a hotel. Phoenix is like, how most cities, the airport area's got all the kind of nice hotels and stuff like that. So we booked a hotel sight unseen to stay over one night before we were flying out. And it was it was a chain. It was like Best Western or something. I don't think it was Best, but a big chain. We thought we're safe doing this. And we go down, and it's a total industrial area, like you wouldn't want to be in ever. And we go in and book in. We go and we say, well, we're just here for one night. And it said it had an outdoor pool. The pool was like you could walk on it. I don't know what the hell was in it, but it was gross. And in the middle of the night, Lynn goes to the bathroom and she comes out and says, "There's a bug in the bathroom." I'm going, "What do you mean there's a bug in the bathroom?" She goes, "You got to go and get it." I walk in, "Larry, there's a bug in the bathroom. It's the size of my fist.
Oh,
It's huge." And I walked in with a rolled up newspaper to kill it. Thing would have grabbed the newspaper off me and beat me with it. It was a big beetle or something. It was freaking huge. And you know what I did? I turned the garbage can upside down, put it on top of it. And I thought, we'll deal with it in the morning. And I went back to bed. The next day, I went to pick up my suitcase, what was on the floor, and put it on the bed to get something out of my suitcase. And there's like 2 or 3 of these bugs on top of my suitcase. They were freaking huge. I grabbed my suitcase and I flung it against the wall. I said, "We're getting the Christ out of here." I think our plane didn't leave until like 4 in the afternoon. This was like 8 in the morning. We just went and sat at the airport all day.
You sure you weren't in Australia?
Yeah, I imagine it's like that there too.
My God.
Did Tom Petty ever make a bad album? I say no. Anybody else?
Nope.
Yeah,
No,
that's
Tears
the
for Fears.
latest Tears for Fears album. It's a really good record.
Yeah.
Do you have that, Larry?
Nope.
Have you heard
You
it?
didn't get it?
I've heard it on Spotify.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Larry, do you have any Jane's last album covers on the wall?
No.
They should be easy to find at Value Village.
They're at Value Village.
Yeah.
Some of them probably made like 100 of them, right? Like,
Yeah.
I remember back in the like 70s, 80s, you'd always see his albums in the record stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. That helped them.
These could really pick up again after the more cowbell skit. That's funny. Wow.
So, Jack, have you listened to any Frank Zappa yet?
Yes, is that? I got Hot Rats right there.
Oh yeah, Hot Rats, cool. Yeah.
And then I listened to Apostrophe, and that was pretty good. And then also, Glenn, you recommended what's that? That one that starts with a Z. It has the wind up working in the gas station song.
Oh,
Zoodlers.
Yeah, that one was pretty good, but some lyrics were.
Yeah. You want to listen to
out there.
Bongo Fury? That's a favorite of Larry's and mine with Captain Beefheart. That's a great.
It's a little crazy, but you just have to get used to it. It's really
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to listen to a lot of Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
He's got a lot.
Yeah. I think those bugs were cucarachas. Yeah, they could have been. I don't know what the hell they. Cucaracha. That's like a Chero song, isn't it? Freak Out. Larry, have you ever heard that one? There's a Freak Out album, and then there's another one called Mofo or something, which is a version of the Freak Out album, but I think it's different mixes or something. It's called Project Object or something.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
It's got a vinyl remix from the original vinyl remix.
Yeah.
And then outtakes or whatever on the second disc.
Is it worth having?
I haven't even really played it, maybe once. So I can lend it to you if you want to check it out.
I'd like to hear it, yeah.
Yeah.
Larry has to have Tom Jones. Everybody loves Tom. I like Tom Jones. Those last albums are just waiting and waiting to be scooped up. Maybe the one where he covers Paranoid is worth hearing. LOL. Oh, that's the James last. Any of you been to Hawaii? No. Got Hot Rats recently on CD. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, well, good, Briar. It's a great album. Is that a Frank Sinatra on Jack's wall, Glenn?
Yes.
Yep.
Really? You like Sinatra?
It's his greatest hit.
You like Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, I like his voice.
Yeah.
I like My Way. That's the only I've heard by him.
Oh, see, you're
also
sucking,
heard.
you're sucking right up to Randy now. He'll be taking you all over Kansas City. He'd be buying you lunch and everything. This guy.
You've ever heard this album? Dylan?
Yeah, that might be my favorite album from the 80s.
Oh wow. Yeah, this is a pretty darn good album.
I think
The
that's
last
great.
song, Listen, that's a beautiful song.
Yeah. Shake Your Booty is a good Zappa to jump into. Just don't listen to Bobby Brown Goes Down.
Yeah.
Around the Parents, but singing along to Ram It Up Your Pooch Shoot is priceless. Larry's, I think you're a fan of Shake Your Booty, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I don't.
And
I'm
Joe's
not a fan of
Garage.
it.
Yep.
Shake Your Booty and Joe's Garage are two of my least favorite. Just bid on Uncle Meat. Yum yum. SNL
Miss
did
one,
something
Clem.
for them. It was 2000. They were playing small clubs by then. Favorite British group from the 80s. Can you count XTC from the 80s? Or is that more late 70s?
That's they were more 80s than 70s. So I'd say XTC. Yeah.
If I'm allowed to say XTC, that's who I would say.
You missed Cardboard Head Guy.
Don, do you have one?
Well, I mean, the first one that came to my mind is Simple Minds, especially Street Fighting Years. That came out in '89. Very prog rock.
Oh, I just picked up that Joy Division album, Closer. That is a cool album. And I didn't realize, and then I read that guy's story, man. He had a really bad case of epilepsy. That's why he had one of the worst cases of epilepsy. Like his seizures were like freaking, and he'd have like 2 a week, and they couldn't do anything for him, and got all depressed and ended up hanging himself. But oh my god, that's a really cool album. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Dinner's done.
Okay.
Major Dad or Coach. I didn't like either of them. You guys were into those shows? Bad TV back then. Yes, I've been to Maui. Can recommend it. Wow. Look at these guys. Yes, look at us. Is Studio Tan good? Yeah, it's fantastic. Studio Tan and what's the other one? The other one. They both came out at the same time. They're part of the Lather.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one's better. Studio Tan and
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I forget
I'm
the
drawing a
name.
blank. It's fantastic. Yes. Yes.
80s.
80s. Okay, good, Corey. So that's what we're doing then. Duran Duran versus Simple Minds.
Simple Minds.
Hungry Like a Wolf.
Both those bands really, I've never really been into either of them. Duran Duran always seemed a bit bubblegummy to me, but I don't think they really were. But I just felt like they were kind of
Yeah, I can see that.
a kids band. Rainbow Bridge Hendrix film was shot in Maui. Yes, it was.
Hey, Glenn, do you like prog rock?
Yeah,
Then get Street Fighting Years by Simple Minds. It'll satisfy you.
really.
Seriously.
Okay, I will listen. New Gold Dream is my fave Simple Minds album.
Yeah, that was my introduction to Simple Minds. Yeah, 1983.
Who was in Simple Minds? Was there anybody that we should know?
Let's see. Got to get the name straight. Kerr, right? Something Kerr.
I like the name Simple Minds. I like that as a band name. Viola Ritchie is here. Smiths, Sisters of Mercy, and Bauhaus. I've never heard Bauhaus. I can't get into the Smiths. Everybody loves them, and I can't do it.
I like them.
They had very witty lyrics, the Smiths.
I can't stand that Morrissey guy. He's the biggest wanker ever born. Something about that guy.
You ever heard the song Girlfriend in a Coma?
No.
Yeah.
Check it out. Girlfriend in a Coma. Make
Sleep
you laugh your
Dirt.
ass
Thanks,
off.
Alex. That's the accompanying. Yeah, Sleep
Sleep
Dirt's
Dirt.
better than the other one, I think. Glad you like Closer. Love Joy Division. Ian Curtis's story is a tragic one. Yeah, really tragic. Yeah. But that's a really cool album.
But
very,
you know that they went on to form New Order, right?
yeah. Now, I've never heard New Order. Are they worth listening to?
Great dance band.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
They're more synth. I don't know if you like
Oh,
them.
okay.
You could start with Blue Monday. That's the song that everybody
I
knows.
thought Closer, the Joy Division Closer album reminded me of the Doors without a keyboard. It was more guitar driven, but they had that kind of eerie kind of sound, like a Riders in the Storm kind of sound. Everything sounded kind of haunting and dark. But I thought it was a great record. Have you ever heard of the 90s band Velvet Crush? No, they're like Buffalo Springfield meets Tom Petty and the Byrds. Wow. Where are they from, Dan? Marillion.
I like them.
Yeah. Is that when most of the Marillion albums came out, was the 80s? With Fish and...
Oh, they've been around for years and years. So
The 80s was their heyday, definitely.
That was their heyday? Okay.
Yeah.
Duran Duran has a little jangle.
Yeah.
Human League, Eurythmics, The Specials, Pet Shop Boys. I couldn't get... I tried the Pet Shop Boys. I ended up with a hits album of theirs for some reason. I didn't like it too much. Eurythmics,
West End Girls has a good song.
Oh, yeah.
Pet Shop Boys.
Sure.
There you go,
Jim
Doc.
Kerr. That's it, Jim Kerr from Simple Minds. I couldn't think of the first name.
What happened to Sam St. John and Rob from Northern Revolutions on the stream today? I fired them. They're a pain in the ass. I don't like them anymore. No, it's, Sam was taking a couple of weeks off from chatting, and Rob had work tonight.
I'll be right back.
Hey, for the guy who came up with Jim Kerr, here's a little trivia he might know, and that is Jim Kerr had a baby with a very famous female musician. Can you name
it? Wouldn't
the
be Chrissy Hines, would it?
That's the one.
Because somebody already mentioned Jim Kerr was married to Chrissy Hines.
Yeah, Chrissy Hines.
I wouldn't have guessed that if I hadn't seen that. I found a cassette of a band called Head Cleaner.
White Noise.
New Order is great. I gotta check them out.
We've got Technique.
Have you heard both the Joy Division albums, Larry? Or
no, I haven't heard any of them.
Oh, really?
I just know that the levels tear us apart.
Oh, Closer's really good. Give it a listen, man. I think you'd like it. Human League versus, or is that Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark?
Yeah.
I don't really.
OMD all the way.
Yeah, I can't. New Order were the most boring band I've ever seen live. Wow.
Dance music, it gets repetitious.
More boring than the Shags, Richie?
Oh.
Ian Curtis was heavily influenced by Jim Morrison and David Bowie. Yeah, Jim Morrison. I hear that Jim Morrison, like I said, I hear the Doors all over that album. I just, just the music is just, if you were to separate the art from the artist, I think you would enjoy the Smiths. Luckily, his wankerness wasn't at full force during his days with the band.
Start with How Soon Is Now.
It's released an album called Teenage Symphonies to God that you'd love. I don't know.
For the Smiths, I was going to say start with the song How Soon Is Now, because it's a really great showcase of Johnny Marr's guitar. Any classical rocker would enjoy the guitar work.
Marillion had 5 albums in the 80s.
Yeah.
Velvet Crush from the Eastern U.S., I think. The Infected Mushroom did a great collection of Doors songs.
Is that true? I got to write that down. Check it out.
The Infected. I haven't chatted to anyone in a week. Yeah. In weeks.
Hey, Glenn. You do you like the Beach Boys? You were saying that in your video.
I like the hits. I'm not a huge Beach Boys fan. I'm happy just having a comp with the hits on it, and I never play it. You like when they're
surfy or when they leave the surf? surfing.
My favorite Beach Boys songs are like "Good Vibrations" and "California Girls." And
Yeah, I didn't like when they I like when they left the surfy sound.
yeah.
I love the surfy sound. I
So are
don't
you
like
a
the
Pet
later
Sounds
Beach Boys.
guy?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's Sam St. John's favorite album. I think
And
it's
their Christmas,
overrated myself,
the
but I
Christmas album.
don't. I understand why people like it. So,
You like Sloop John B?
you love Sloop John B.
Yeah.
I'll show you my Beach Boys.
If your story comes from Avett Brothers hangover, you can call me tomorrow, Sam, if you're feeling lonely. If the phone doesn't ring, it's me. Name of a Jimmy Buffett song. I wonder what albums we would get if Buffalo Springfield didn't break up. I bet you would have got a new Buffalo Springfield album. That's my guess.
You want me to show the Beach Boys album I got?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So I got this one is one of my favorites by them. Little Deuce Coupe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's old. See, that's the old surf one, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's got Beach Road to Your School. That's the big hit on there. And then of course Pet Sounds. And then I got Surfing Safari. I had to burn this one. It's a pretty early one. And then the Christmas album.
Ooh.
Beach Well,
With,
Sam's probably sitting at home drooling right now because he loves Christmas music and loves the Beach Boys. That's probably.
And then their greatest hit I made myself.
Just a hits one.
You made it-
Yeah, because the Sounds of Summer one they have, but there's a bunch of nonsense songs in there I didn't care for, so I made my own.
Is it against the law to make your own CDs now? I think it is, isn't it? Aren't you
No.
supposed to not do that.
Heavens no. No way.
I got a lot I made.
Can't
The
sell them.
13th floor elevators, yes. Roky Erickson. Gigolo Ants, another great power pop band from the 90s. Where are these names coming from? REM, probably REM's a great choice too. Larry, you just bought a whole bunch of REM stuff, right?
No, I did. I just told you it was there at.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
bought all those.
No.
I already have all those.
Oh, do you? I thought
Yeah,
you were.
I got a lot of REM stuff. I've probably got 7 or 8 CDs.
I'm surprised you like that documentary song.
Like what?
That document song that came on the radio.
Oh, that's a great
that
album.
was that song was weird.
Yeah, I love that whole album. Spotify say Velvet Crush are a power pop band compare with Raspberries and Big Star. I like Big Star, but I don't like Eric Carmen, so I always kind of avoid the Raspberries. Sunflower is great.
Yeah.
Half of Pet Sounds is great. The other half is Debbie Downer music and boring. Richie, you are right on.
Nah.
Derek. Beach Boys Today is also great. How long y'all been on? About 6 o'clock this morning. We've been.
Yes, I'm
doing a
tired.
marathon. It's a telethon, so if you want to stay on, Derek, you got to send me $5. Everybody who's on here has sent $5. We're raising money for Larry's
REM collection.
prostate exam. Exam. They charge you for them up here.
And I've got a big prostate.
Yeah. It's going to take a while. Man, those early Beach Boys albums are fun. Yeah. I got the Analog Production Surfer Girl release, and it sounds amazing. Come on, Randy. It's the Beach Boys. How good could it sound? Have you ever seen A Wall of Monster by RC? No. What is that? Can I connect to Glenn's chat but not Larry's? No. We're a team. Beach Boys have some great albums like Surf's Up Sunflowers. Yes, they do. I don't know. When in the 60s, when we were growing up with this stuff, they were the most uncool band. Like once the Beatles come around and everything, they were like, it was like the Beach Boys, and it was just like it wasn't cool at all to like the Beach Boys.
They were really never cool.
No.
Wow.
Maybe at
What?
one point in the early 70s for a bit.
Yeah.
Man.
I saw
You
the
know,
Beach
Dennis
Boys
Wilson used
23.
to hang out with Charles Manson,
Yeah,
and the Beach Boys recorded one of Charles Manson's songs.
that's right. Do you see they're going to let one of those Charles Manson girls go? Leslie Van Houten or something in California. Her parole's gone through.
I don't think so.
That's crazy. What's for dinner, Jack? Oh, he's eating.
No eating
Spaghetti.
during the live chats, Jack. You know
Yeah.
the rule.
I got you.
What are we eating?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yep.
I'm now officially living with my sister in California. Has she got any room? I wouldn't mind living in California. You guys are better live than in the studio. Yeah, we are. We're much better live. Bruce Johnson still sings the Beach Boys, but his mic has been cut off for years.
Is this a good time to mention I'm from Los Angeles?
Oh, you
Wow.
live in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So, Amoeba Records, is there better record stores than that? I've been to the Amoeba in San Francisco. Have you?
Yeah, Amoeba is quite comprehensive, definitely. But my favorite record store was Puba's in Pasadena.
Okay. Do you know Vinyl Richie? Because Richie's from Southern California too.
No, got to meet
I
up
think
with
he's
this
from.
guy.
I think he's from the LA area.
Final Richie, let's meet.
Yeah, Richie's great. Bobby Gass, the Beach Boys open for Black Sabbath. Yeah, can you imagine? They played on and won the crowd over. Wow, that's crazy. What a like the promoters putting that together is really going the Beach Boys but I guess that was kind of like when Rush used to open for Kiss. You know, it was kind of like I can imagine it was a bit weird.
I like early Rush.
Yeah.
Did you hear that story about Grand Funk opening for Led Zeppelin and Peter Grant cut off their audio feed because they're going down too well?
Mark Farner told me that story when I interviewed him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
There we go. There's Richie. He's moved to Bakersfield. Is that far from LA or is that?
Yeah, that's about 50 miles away. 90 miles away. No, I take it back. 90 miles away.
Okay. Puba's
legendary store.
Yeah. Like
I have a little bit of fame from that store, actually. If Vinyl Richie, if you've ever been in Puba's, there used to be a little cardboard sign that said they do not return CDs unless you have what happened to me. I went there and I bought a Rick Wakeman CD. I took it home, put it in the player, and out came Tiny Tim.
That's funny. But
So
was it labeled? It was labeled.
It was labeled Rick Wakeman, on President Records, same record label. So I took it back to the store. I'm saying, hey, man, this thing plays Tiny Tim. What the hell?
That's
hilarious. He put it on in the store, and oh, yeah, you're right. And he gave me my money back. And he made the sign saying,
that's hilarious.
No returns unless this happens to you.
Why is Dawn in the Dark? That's his style.
Yeah.
If he turned on the light, like you'd be going, oh, Dawn, turn off the lights.
He needs his
he's
sunglasses.
much more handsome that way.
Witness protection program.
Don't you hate it when you have to put stuff back at the record store because you have to buy Tom Petty and stuff?
Toilet paper.
Tom Petty, Rick Wakeman. Yeah, what's the connection?
Oh, God. Richie,
Same
you're
label.
kidding me, man.
That must have been funny. You're waiting to hear
Rick Wakeman, yeah. Oh, my God.
Tiptoe through the Alan Sherman or Bobby Sherman? Who you got?
Alan Sherman.
I think I'd rather listen to Alan Sherman. Hello, mother. Hello, father. I did a post on AVS pondering what would be the next Beatles album. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what
would have been on the next
thing,
Beatles album?
Right?
Maybe Amazed Love, My Sweet Lord, many solo tracks they're working on during Get Back.
Doesn't every Beatles fan do that? I mean, yeah, I made a comp. Definitely. right? You have to pick 4 songs from John, 4 from Paul, 4 from
And
George.
none from Ringo.
I don't think John and Paul would have let My Sweet Lord on a
Yeah,
Beatles
what would they have vetoed or kept? That's a good
because
question.
I think they were already warning George that song when he was playing that he stole it. He got told many times he was stealing that. And I just read a book on George, and when he was playing with Delaney and Bonnie and friends, doing a little tour with them,
Mm-hmm.
Delaney Bramlett actually came up with the playing. They were playing that song, "He's So Fine," or "She's the song that he stole." They were actually playing that song on the bus, and Delaney Bramlett started singing "Oh Lord, My Lord" and all this stuff. And George picked it up from that and promised. Then he wrote "My Sweet Lord," played it for Delaney Bramlett, and Delaney said, and he said, "Don't worry, you'll get a writing credit on it." Never gave him the writing credit, and Delaney actually called him out on it, and that was the end of their friendship. That George actually not only ripped the song off from the Shirelles, whoever it was, he also ripped it off from Delaney Bramlett.
That's how he got the first line of "Something in the Way She Moves" from James Taylor.
From James Taylor, yeah.
Amazing live album.
Did Rick Wakeman learn how to skate?
Oh no!
What do you think of portable keyboards that Edgar Winter used to play around his neck in the 70s? They worked then.
Yeah, watch that video of Frankenstein on YouTube. It's like 10 minutes long. It's fabulous.
I got to see. I saw Johnny Winter early on in '68 or '69 at Massey Hall, and Edgar was in the Johnny Winter band back then before he went on his own solo career, and he was freaking incredible. Just like stole the show. He was playing the saxophone. He was playing the keyboards. He was like just a monster musician. The best Wings album is the live album, Wings Over America.
I love that.
It's pretty good. I heard talk that there might be that whole tour, like when they toured Europe and everything with that whole tour, all those recordings might come out.
Yeah, there's a Wings Over Europe. It's available.
Is it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's from their '73 tour, not the one you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the Video Magic Mist Tour and how it could have been the best album ever. Okay. I'd like to see that video, Rich. Some good music is not cool. Blood, Sweat, and Tears with David Clayton Thomas. Tony Bennett, of course, Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond's okay.
I liked Blood, Sweat, and Tears better with Al Cooper. When I moved to Alberta in the early 80s, and I was living in this small town, and the closest bigger place was Lethbridge, Alberta, and they had a rock station. And they were doing this trivia questions. And the questions were really easy, but no one out there knew, like, they're all like, I don't know, hicks or something. Like, nobody knew anything about rock music. And I was phoning up, like, so the first question they asked was, who was the original singer for Blood, Sweat, and Tears? And I phone up and I go, Al Cooper. And they went, no, you're wrong. And I went, no, I think you're wrong. And they took my name and number and stuff. Then they called me back. No, they announced on the radio. That's what they did. They went, the person who called in and gave that answer, could they please call back? Like, they checked. I said, you better check your facts. And they ended up giving me the prize. I fooled the radio station. Dennis Wilson got together with Manson to write a song for the Beach Boys and recorded it and changed most of it.
Exactly. Yeah, they changed the lyrics. Yeah.
I saw Yes in '70. Rick Wakeman almost ruined the show. Wow.
Hey, Richie, man, you should have seen him in '78. That was the best year.
Yeah, when did Rick Wakeman leave? Yes.
Well, the first time was 1980.
That's when he walked away for the first
actually,
time?
That's the second time, because the first time he left after Topographic Oceans.
Okay.
And then John and Rick left in 80.
But wasn't there a part there where he was really bored and he was ordering dinner or something?
Well, that was when they were doing Topographical Oceans. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He had got some curry there. Yeah.
Sinatra reportedly said something was one of the greatest love songs ever written. Yeah. He did.
I was at that show, and he said one of the greatest love songs written by Lennon and McCartney. So he got the author wrong.
That's right. Hey,
That was
Jack,
at the
do you play a
Universal
musical instrument? Jack, do you play anything?
I got these electronic drumsticks. Never played them.
Electronic
They're like,
drumsticks.
they're
How
like
do they
you're
work?
connecting the Bluetooth, and then you can just start doing air guitar,
cool.
or not mean air drums. But no, I don't play any instrument. No, I do want to learn the guitar though.
Dennis Wilson's solo album, Pacific Ocean
Yeah,
Blues.
I've heard that. It's good.
I heard that's a good record too. I've never heard it. What do you think the Beatles would play if they went back to touring in 1969?
Anything, it would have been
Abbey
good.
Road.
Yeah. I mean, they probably would have been playing Hey Jude and Revolution. I mean, they did those songs on the David Frost show, right? So what was the prize, Glenn? It was it was like a 6-pack of Pepsi or something. Trust me. It was. What's an example of music you don't mind hearing out but would never listen to it at home? Oh, there's a million of them. You got one, Larry?
No, I'm going to get going, Glenn, because I'm getting tired.
Okay. Well, we're going to call it a night anyway pretty soon here. So
yeah. Nice to see you, Jack and Don and Glenn.
Thanks, Larry.
I'll write to you tomorrow morning.
Yes, Larry and I are getting together for the CD exchange tomorrow. And I'm just about ready to call it a night too. So I'll just get through these last comments.
Okay, sure.
What sample me? Okay, that you don't mind hearing but never would play at home. I don't know. I got lots of stuff that I wouldn't play at home. Sparks. Larry, I go to Larry's house and play Sparks all day, and I would enjoy it, but I don't play it too much at home. By 1970, I was going to punk shows. Did Patrick Lawrence play with anyone else notable other than Yes?
Sure, he played with the Moody Blues.
That's right.
For several years.
The Real McCoys versus Green. Oh, Green. Oh, I love both those shows, but I think Green Acres is funnier. Best live Floyd performance of Dark Side of the Moon, Wembley 73 or Pulse? Oh, Wembley 73. Yeah, I played with the Moody Blues. There we go. Do you older guys remember the Mothers-in-Law show? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Later, Larry. Okay, yeah, folks, I think we're going to call it a night. I want to thank Don. If you guys want to talk about your channels for a second before we go. Jack, promote yourself.
I'm Jack the Music Guy, and I just show records and show everything I find and what I like. And yep.
Jack the Music Guy, all one word with capital letters on each word. Jack the Music Guy. Please subscribe and support him. Don?
Yeah, my group's
tell
called.
us about it.
Oh yeah, my group. Yeah, I have 3 other guys that work with me. We're called Fine Music. If you want to find us specifically on YouTube, you might want to put Fine Music 8797. That's specifically my group. And every Monday, we do approximately 4 episodes, musical finds and rediscoveries.
Awesome. And Larry, we're out of time.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, good night, everyone. I want to thank everyone for watching tonight. We'll be back next Wednesday, and thanks so much. Everyone have a great night. Take care. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See ya.